What's up, everybody? In this video we're going to take a look at the brand new iPhone 5S. Okay, you got me. It's not brand new. It's actually been out since September of 2013, and it's the best iPhone to date. Though every new iPhone is the best iPhone to date. But we're going to go ahead and re-unbox this iPhone 5S. Now, I've been using it since launch date, but of course, this YouTube channel hasn't existed that long, and being the very first video, what better way is there to open up a brand new series on YouTube than popping the iPhone 5S out of the box? So let's start out by taking a quick look around this iPhone 5S box. Of course, on the front, as you've seen with every other YouTube channel, we have a picture of the iPhone 5S. Along the side, they definitely wanted to get their branding on there. It says iPhone 5S. We got a couple Apple logos on both sides, as well as the word iPhone 5S. They really want you to know what phone this is. Of course, as we look around, we also see that we have the 64GB model. Yes, I'm an appaholic. I have hundreds of apps on here. And maybe one day I'll do a What's on My iPhone video if you guys want to see that. Here we just have some of the random legal information. I guess they just have to put that there because nobody ever really cares. Nobody reads it. At least I don't, anyway. Down here at the bottom, we got all the branding information for it. But no one really cares about the box. So let's get it out of the way. Yes, I know, I've opened it before, and you can definitely tell that. But we're going to set this aside for just a second, as every YouTuber does. Let's get into the little literature packet. Now, I don't have a gold one. I don't have a silver one. I've always had black iOS devices. I just particularly enjoy the black iOS devices. Now, this one does come with the white iPhone. I don't know why they don't color match their stuff anymore. In the past, you bought a black iPhone, you got black. But for whatever reason, it now has a white one, and I'm not sure why. It also has the iPhone information as well as 2 Apple stickers. Really, does anybody ever use these? I've actually seen them on people's cars, so the answer to that would be yes. Going on into the box, we also have a pair of earpods, which everybody will probably run right out and buy a pair of Beats instead, because Apple earpods still suck. They're better than the ones that came with the old iPhone 4S, but they're still not as good as a pair of Beats or Bose headphones. Bose are the best, but Beats have got the style. Here we've got the wall brick. It's 5 watt power adapter for it, as well as the new reversible lightning connector, which lives down at the bottom of the iPhone box. Does that really impress anybody that it's reversible anymore? I mean, it never did me. I was always pissed when they switched over from the iPhone, 30-pin cables from the past. I always thought those were perfectly fine, and I don't see the purpose in the new lightning connectors. I can't get that back in there in this video. I'll do that later. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the iPhone. So they happen to put this wonderful plastic on the front and back. Yeah, it's not all that great. I'm sure any phone could do that. But when we pull it off, you will see that we have a rather small screen compared to today's standards, which is, yes, definitely bigger than the old iPhone 4S. Now, if you had a 4S or an iPhone 4 or any of those older phones, you'll be happy that it's at least 4 inches now, because a 3.5-inch display is really cramped. Just take my word for it. If you've never used a 3.5-inch display, you probably are the luckiest person in the world, because the 3.5-inch display on the iPhone was awful. They have 3.5-inch displays on all the iPod Touches, definitely much bigger than the older iPod Touch displays, much better than in the past. On the bottom, we have the new home button. This is found only on the iPhone 5S, though I'm sure next month when the iPhone 6 comes out, we'll see it there too. We also have our power buttons up and down, as well as a mute and vibration switch for the iPhone. Up top, we have a 1.2 megapixel camera. Woohoo! There's phones with much better ones. We have a front-facing speaker here. Of course, you have to have that to make your calls. On the top, we have our LTE band. There's one on the bottom. We've got glass paneling on the top and back, as well as a 8 megapixel camera that we've had ever since the iPhone 4S. We also have the dual flash. What do they call that? True tone flash. That's what they call it. So it's really just a really bright flash. You blink every time that you have this flash go off in a dark room, and it drives me nuts. I can't use the flash on this phone. It just kills me. And then on the back, as you can see, we have the new Space Gray, which is literally just a lighter version of the old iPhone 5, which had the slate color, which was not bad. I really don't see the justification for switching to this, but they did it on the iPad mini too, so I really don't understand why they switched. I guess it doesn't scratch as easily, but I never really ran into too many scratch problems. So the iPhone 5S, of course, runs the latest version of iOS, iOS 7, which isn't really all that bad of an operating system. I mean, it could be worse. As I said, appaholic, got a lot of apps on here, but, you know, it could be a worse operating system. But that I will cover in my review. So this is the unboxing for the iPhone 5S. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts and comments on the iPhone 5S down below. See you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching.